Hello everyone, welcome back to Junk Journal July and days 24 and 25. I'm putting them together because I think they belong together. So we've got very vintage and a photograph. So all I'm going to do is use very vintage things in this. So I've got a very old newspaper. This is 1932. So I'm not sure what I'm using out of it. I've got a vintage photograph, and this is of Portland, which is just down the road from me. I have some vintage music paper, telegram, and I've got some vintage lace. Now this is one of my precious pieces, so got to use it, using my stash. So I'm not sure how much of it or what I'm using, so just one. The photograph is quite big though, so we may sort of go over slightly, but that's fine. We can do something. And because Portland Bill is a lighthouse, the title on this page here was Sea Dramas in Fog. Now, I thought that was like, you know, fate. It's fate that I picked this paper up at the right time. So I'm going to just rip that out because I think I want to use that. Obviously, it wasn't Portland Bill, but it could have been. So we've used that vintage paper, and I'm getting my proper scissors because, you know. So, do you know how much this hurts? I have got a stash of vintage stuff that I've really got to start using, and it's no good just sitting in my box. I've still got some, it's fine. So not sure if I'm gonna, I think I'll have to glue that, or maybe I should make it a pocket or something. Maybe I could make the lace a pocket and put this in it. That might work. Let's see where the lace, or we could have it that way. Something like that, because my fold is actually here, and I could come over like that, but we could have it like that, and then I've got some room. It will fit in. Okay, we might do that. So I just want to do something there. I'm getting bigger and I'm getting more and more pages out. Okay, right, let's just stop it. I need to just do a bit of background. So we've got this. I don't know when it was, but they haven't put a date on it. But I'm loving the date here. This little stamp, so I think we'll go with that for now. And I'm sort of doing squares here, so maybe I should do some squares of this vintage music paper. Maybe a square. Let's just take this off just in case we decide to use this one as well. We may not. And what I might do is get a bit more of this newspaper and just do a random bit of paper. take that off. I might save that. It's got late London edition. That's quite interesting as well. Okay, let's get some of this down. Could put something down there. What can I put down there? This is vintage. I might put that down just because if I can find my glue. There it is. But the only thing I'm worried about is putting this on there. Is it's so fragile. If I'm opening and closing the book, it's going to tear on the join. So if I put down something thin like this, vintage dressmakers tissue, not fabric, tissue, like that, and then put some music paper. It's so old that these tear very, very easily. You have to be so gentle. You know, the bit come off now. And we'll pop some of this on. Now I think this might be okay to go over. Right, now because I want to just go across this page a bit, I'm going to have to find something else that's vintage to go across there. Okay, I've had a little looky and I've found this, which is a very old book of stamps. Quite like the Chinese writing on there, or Japanese, or whatever it is. Oh, it's Arabic. So let's have some of that. I'm going to keep the writing. And do you notice I'm doing something different? Straight edges. I know. I told you I'm experimenting. See if I like straight edges. So I'm going to put this one like here. Now let's have a look at how we're going to attach this lace. Now is this going to glue on with Fabri-Tac, do you think? I haven't put this on yet. Really need this underneath, because otherwise it's going to go over the top of the lace, and I really want to see the vintage lace. So I'm going to cover up that space. And then we're going to try and put this on. It's absolutely gorgeous. Right. Let's see if it's going to stick. Obviously it's not going to stick with UHU. And what's on the other side? No. Now, the only other alternative I've got is stitching it on with my sewing machine. And I've got this on the other side. So it would mean I'd get stitches all around. So, not... Oops. Whoopity-doo. It's getting tricky now, isn't it? If you're working in a concertina one, how is yours doing? How are you managing? Right, so this has got like a little fold. So I'm thinking if I can put my glue down there. And along these seams, well, there's like a little seam here. And this edge here, then we're not going to spoil the pattern of the flowers. Okay, let's see if we can do it. Ugh. Right, so it's up against the edge where my, yeah, see, I'm going to have to glue that down again. Weren't quite dry and I moved the page. I like that. The fact that you can still see through it as well. It's really cool. Now my photograph will fit in, but I don't want to put it in just yet because obviously my glue is dry, not dry. So we're going to put that title on somehow. We just should have put on earlier, I think. All right. Sea dramas in the fog. Maybe I can squeeze it underneath. Yeah, definitely should have thought of this earlier. I can put it up there. It'll be on the other page. Put it down there. I'm thinking if I rip it up, I could probably get it on the edge here. Let's go for it. I just think it suits a lighthouse. Where have we got to? It's going to be right over that bend. So I have to tuck it right in. Doesn't want to go in. No, you can't see it. Okay, let me make another tag to go in there and we'll put that as a title. Oh, how about some map? This is real vintage too. I bet I could rip this. Yeah, look at that. It's just falling to pieces. Slightly too tall. So this is one of those fabric backed maps. I don't know when they had them. Maybe the 1950s, I guess. I don't know. Anybody knows? Let me know. So that would be like a really cool little tag in there. And then we can put this on. So my very vintage and my photo sort of go really nicely together. So I can pop that in and I can pop this in. And I am calling that one done. So 24. And I can fit that in just down there, just about. Oh, we've got a week left. We are getting close to the end, guys. So thank you to Meg at Meg Journals. Thank you to Get Messy Art and to everybody for watching. I thank you very much and appreciate the views. I'll see you tomorrow. If you can join me, that would be lovely. Goodbye for now.